Hey guys, I'm looking over here and looking over here. You know, I have two cameras going. So apologize for you guys not seeing my face, but you can see I'm growing some more facial hair. Just been lazy, haven't been shaving. Um, this is a really exciting night. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. For those of you that are coming in here and joining us, would love to hear from you in the chat. We're actually streaming also on Twitter. Was like, oh, you can actually like live stream on Twitter and using Periscope. I've been seeing some creators do that. So I was like, well, we should do that and see what's up with that. And I've actually been getting a hang of Twitter a little more, so it's been helpful in networking and stuff. But yeah, this is a really exciting night, like the most exciting night of the year, probably of the last couple years for me. This is a really big deal, and just really excited to be here and to be unboxing Seasons Volume 2 Summer and just showing it off. And um, got the packages this morning, and man, I've been waiting all weekend, and you're always hoping and praying that it turns out how you want it to turn out. And I'm gonna tell you guys, it turned out really good. So yeah, let's get to it. And joining me, of course, because you know he's a he's the artist of Seasons. What's up, Anthony?
What up? I didn't know I was on the
Hey,
camera yet. I was doing something else, and I was just like,
yeah. Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
man,
Um, yeah, dude. So this see what's so bad about this is like you don't have a book because I just got these
right.
today and I can't like we can't look at it together, but I'm
So
gonna
it's not
try my
really an
best.
authentic, unboxing, but it's
Right.
okay. We were just too excited. We couldn't wait, and who knows? Maybe when we both get it, we'll do something again.
Oh yeah,
Um,
totally. This is like it's one of those things where, we wish we lived closer because if we
right.
did, we'd totally be doing this together. I
Well,
mean,
now you're
like
only 7 hours away instead of like two
yeah.
days. You know, you're about
Hey,
7 hours away.
that's a big, I mean, that's a big you know, jump, I'd say.
Right.
But so to celebrate, I got some Jones soda, limited edition um birthday cake soda. So
Oh my
like
god.
this is my birthday, guys. I mean, this is better than my birthday. Um, but so if you can see that, it's really bright. It's good though. Like, I
Like,
really like. This is not a sponsor. um, just for everyone, Jones Soda does not sponsor this. But I like Jones Soda.
well, I got some
Anyways,
makers. So,
nice.
see, I got right there. Got some makers. Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, is that your celebratory drink or just your
Right now,
stupid
we'll
choice?
call it celebratory. Yes. You
Okay,
know.
okay. Let's see. We got Mark says I want one. He already wants a book, which is awesome. You're gonna get one, Mark. He comes into my work. He's a great customer. He loves comics and
Oh man,
superheroes,
yeah, he'll
all
get to
that
just
stuff.
like you're just gonna hand him one like tomorrow.
I know I could. Yeah, I
You could,
totally could.
yeah. All
I,
those
I
people that have been waiting, they're gonna hate Mark.
dude,
They're gonna hate
dude.
Mark.
So many people have been waiting. It's insane. Like this is such an incredible time and experience, and I just like
All right, all right. We get to it
yeah.
already. Get to it. I
Well,
want to see this thing.
I wanted to say, I
Oh,
already
okay,
sold some
sorry. Yeah,
books.
I don't want to ruin this for you. So you
I
gotta.
already, yeah, no, I just wanted to say, I already sold some books today. So,
Dang.
so yeah,
Oh man,
things
the
things are
hate
happening.
right now, man.
Things are happening, and of course, as mentioned in the last live stream we did, I have a convention coming up this weekend. So gonna premiere it there. Really excited. So
Mhm.
let's get to it. I'm gonna share my screen here. So I got two boxes. Um, this one, if everyone is watching, if you see on the left, this is seasons. And also I have a little special thing here that I just want to do a little shout out to. And actually, I think we'll just do this one first because get it out of the way and because it's still really cool and it's still an unboxing, like
You're
technically.
still gonna make people wait.
I'm still gonna make people wait
You're gonna
because
make them wait.
I want, I want people to join in. I want people to like
Oh, so this is
be.
what you're doing to wait till people join in. We got some like hungry people. We got 3 people on Facebook. We got 3 people.
Yeah,
Keeps going back 3 and 4 on YouTube. But
we
let's
got
show
6
the other
viewers right
buck.
now.
All right, all right,
All
all right,
right.
all right. Show it. Let's see it. I mean,
What?
I
Which
love.
one?
Well, would you say you were going to show the first one, whatever the little box,
Yeah.
right? The
Okay.
little
Let's
box
do it.
first.
Let's do it.
Even though this is called Seasons, the unboxing, Seasons Volume 2, but let's show the other one.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to it, and this one's really important too. So what's
I
cool
really
about
do.
this? What I thought was so neat about this was not only so we got advanced copies of Seasons Volume 2 Summer, and then the same day that get those, we get Phobos by Jason Brubaker. And the reason why this is so cool and
Nice.
just like totally kind of serendipitous is because Jason Brubaker is one of the biggest reasons why Anthony and I are successful with seasons, I would say, and because he's a great creator, a lot of good advice from him. One of the best. I have all of Sithra, all over Mind, and now I got Phobos, and this came the same day that Seasons Volume 2 came out, and so I was just like, or same day I'm getting Seasons Volume 2, and I'm just like, I don't know, that's kind of special. Like I feel like that's almost a sign or something, but yeah, I just really, really am thankful for Jason. And Jason, if you ever watch this stream, if you catch it, thank you so much for all your advice and all your help. And what's really cool is Anthony and I, our names are in the back of this book. Um, and also, Eben Matthews, the guy who did the foreword for Seasons Volume 2, which we'll look at, which we're getting to. Um, he does this really neat inside cover art here.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah,
It's almost like
yeah,
it's really Robert Crumb.
yeah, yeah. You're right
That
about
was
that.
neat.
And I wasn't expecting it to be this size. I don't think I really paid attention to the campaign because I just saw Jason Brubaker and I'm like, yeah, I want this. Like this is good. But it's cool. It's like a mid-sized type of graphic novel. It's not as like large, but it's really nice. And the dust jacket is a nice touch. And oh, and also this was a stretch goal that he got, but the inside cover
Whoa. Yeah.
is glow in the dark. So
Yeah.
it glows in the dark, and it does. I was messing around with it actually, so um, it works. But so good
Nice.
job, Jason. Support his stuff. Really great guy. All right, so we got one down. That was like the warm up. So here we go, guys. Are you ready? This is Seasons Volume 2. Anthony, are you ready?
I am ready, dude.
All
I
right,
am
let's
ready.
do this.
Let's
All
do it.
right.
Dang. I can
All
see the
right, guys.
fumes, man.
Yeah, man.
The
It's
summer
hot.
fumes.
It's hot. It's summer.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Woohoo! Dang, dude.
There we go. Seasons Volume 2 Summer, guys.
Dude,
This is
it's
it
here.
right here. Right here. It's real. It's freaking real, guys.
Oh man,
This
look at
is-
that. Look at that pop. Holy
Dude,
crap,
it's
dude.
incredible like I'm gonna try to like show this off as best I can, but it's unreal when you look at it in person. So yeah, you see how that's reflecting, right there, because this, Fletcher right here is gloss and embossed, and
Dang, man.
it is sick, dude. And our names are also glossy. Um, oh wait, we got Stephen Perkins. Congratulations, looks fantastic. Thanks, Stephen.
Wow, dude.
Let me know if you want a copy, dude. Um, yeah, man. Like,
Wow.
and we'll look at the spine here. We got seasons,
And now this
peasantry.
one was a little shorter, right?
Right, right.
But
It's
how many pages was this?
Oh, actually, oh no. Actually, I think this is longer by like 2 pages or something.
Wait, then why was the spine? Why did I have to? I made the spine smaller than last time. Then
See, I'm not sure. Like, because
that's weird.
we use the same paperweight, and the thing is, I don't remember doing the spine width calculator for the first book. I don't remember doing that. Like,
Huh.
I remember doing it for Lifeline, but I think when I printed Lifeline with Print Ninja, I was like, wait, I don't remember doing this with the first season's graphic novel. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Like, but it still turned out really good. And like we'll compare the books on here, and we can show it off. But it has the two. See right there,
Dang,
and
dude.
then we got the back. Um, See Foxhole Comics right there,
Oof. Oh man.
and it's glossy. It
Nice,
feels great,
dude.
super nice.
Ah,
20,
look at that.
$20.
Look at
Yeah,
that tree.
yeah,
Every little thing on this, man. Every little thing. I just like look at all this stuff. This is like I just remember just like hating to put this together, but then like but the payoff, dude, like the way it looks, man.
dude. Yeah,
Um,
like I understand, man. Like honestly, this is like working on this. I think is the closest thing I've ever had to like anxiety attacks or like whatever. You know what I
yeah, because
mean?
like when
Like,
you don't, yeah, like it's like when you don't get it right the first time, and then you gotta, I don't know. So you're right at the end of it. The whole process, me drawing it, like all the stress and all the stuff, like the time frames and all that kind of stuff. I worked
yeah,
really hard on this book, and then to have it like not be like
correct.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I did. I thought I was a top. Like I was more organized because I was the other job that I had when I was working there. They had a really good way of organizing files, and I organized the files, and then everything
Oh,
just sort of didn't turn out right. So I was very I but yeah, I would have gotten madder before, but now I don't. I was just letting it slide. I
yeah,
was just like, wait, well, there's no point. I got to get this done. And then
yeah.
eventually I did give up and we gave it to somebody else to do it. But well, I had to put the pages together. I had to do all this stuff. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
No,
but
and
along the
shout out.
way, when any ideas that come up, I think now that once everything's done, everything now, I would say that now it's going to be now made sure that I could just hand it off to somebody. So the next time we do
Yeah.
this, I don't have to do anything about it.
Yeah, shout out to Justin Letter Squids. He's the one who lettered Lifeline and put together Lifeline for me, all the
Oh,
files.
thanks, man. Yeah.
And without you, Justin, I really don't know if this would have turned out the way it did, like as good as it did, because we were working so hard and just killing ourselves over trying to make sure that it was formatted correctly to printer requirements and all that stuff. And um, which I just think is still one of the weirdest things because this is our second book. You think it'd be easier the second
Right.
go around.
Right,
And
dude.
that's what gave me the most anxiety was just that feeling of, gosh, like, do I even know what I'm doing? Like it's like I thought I knew what I was doing. And I know you felt that way too. And it's just crazy. But we'll get into it, man. I can't wait to show you this. Like it turned out perfect. I mean, exactly like the first book in the way it is, and I mean it's so cool. Got Mark said looks good. Would like to get one. Thanks. Yeah, Mark. Like for sure, you're definitely getting one. Um,
Yeah, man.
yeah. So yeah, that's the back. That's the spine. That's the cover. Looks awesome. And I got more copies in here. And so if anyone wants one, contact me.
I want one. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna get this box out of the way, and we'll go through the book.
Yeah, and see what's sweet is just like thinking about like that book was helped printed by people who are fans. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just like yeah, it's awesome. It's just awesome knowing that there was a lot of people involved in getting this done.
yeah. Like I mean, the only reason this exists is because of people wanting it, which is awesome. Like when you
Hmm.
think about that, like it's not because oh yeah, we just like had enough money or um had this dream and whatever and just like made a book that no one cared about. Like this is something that people are invested in and that they care about and that they want. And um this is crazy for me to think about, like move this over here. Just like how far we've come and how you know people were asking for summer for so long, like after spring came out, and the fact that I can actually go, here you go, here's your book. Like you've been waiting, like you've been invested, like this is it. And so yeah, before we get into this, I'm gonna get volume one,
Ooh,
and
I know. It's like let's put it side by side.
yeah,
Now it's like okay, so now I ended up putting the whole book of, I mean, all the files, everything together to be sent to Print Ninja, right? And I could see
yeah,
Summer is done like better looking than like I see you see it's offset a little bit, even though it's like I used the same exact files. The same exact files. I didn't move
uh-huh,
anything. The square is supposed to be exactly where it was before, but it
right,
looks like spring and summer. Wait, are they aligned at the bottom? No, they're not. And they're supposed to
yeah,
be
I'm trying
aligned
to.
there, and one's not supposed to be bigger than the other one. Everything. The names were supposed to stay the same. The only thing was supposed to be like summer is supposed to be like, you know,
Longer, like
like
smaller,
longer,
because yeah,
right?
because it's a longer word.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to be squished a little bit, or even that too, in the
yeah, yeah.
same font,
Yeah, because this is like super like large, like the font for
right?
spring.
Right. I
And
used exactly the same specification. I don't know what happened, but again, whatever the letterer did, like he did actually, it looks better. I think that looks better than what I did with spring. Even though they both look,
yeah.
it's like it just yeah, they both look really good. I think it's just
Oh
aligned
yeah.
better
Yeah, I
with
think I
summer.
think I think this is like centered better,
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
like because spring is like the image is a little more closer to the edge, and this is a little more like centered, um to where um it doesn't look like it's gonna like come, I mean, this doesn't look like it's gonna come off the edge, but it's just more to the left.
yeah.
Um
But it just,
but
dude, it looks so good next to each other. Holy moly! Like there's
dude,
part
yeah,
two.
like
Oh my god!
1 and 2, baby. One and
Wow!
two.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you see,
spring.
I did make it smaller. See, I made it, but then summer looks
Right.
bigger in the. I don't know. That's so weird, dude. That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so
It's all
bizarre.
right, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I mean, like no one's gonna be like, why is it smaller? Or like it's just this is how it turned out, and this is how we wanted it. And you try to get everything exactly like it was, and sometimes what you come up with is better. And like we'll see that as we go into volume two, like the way we did the chapter breaks, the way we did um the design for
Yeah.
the in sheets and everything. Like, oh man, like here we go. Like I want to get into this. But
Yeah.
dude, I swear, man, this embossing on the cover.
But dude, it's like I just see myself. I mean, like my art. I mean, I'm like I just look at that dude, and I was I'm just floored about like what I was capable of doing now. I
Yeah.
love the way the lighting looks on that. I'm just anyways. I'm very
It's yeah,
I
it's so crazy, dude. Like when you get it physically, like it kind of looks like Fletcher like is blended in a little too much. Like the camera's not picking it up as much, but um when you get it in your hands, like the background, like it has that 3D effect where the background is kind of has that faded, matte look, and then when you get into here, I mean, he is just popping. Like
Well,
um
see, like what I should have done, I'm just like looking at it and I'm like, see, his fist is hitting the ground. It's because it's a significant thing that's happening, right? When
right.
he's putting his fist down and he's hitting the ground. And so nothing's really coming up. I should have thought of this. I didn't think about it, but like rocks or something should have been popping up in front of him. And that probably would look really cool, but it's okay. But see, nothing's really happening. He's hitting his fist on the ground
Yeah.
and it
I
looks
don't
like
know.
nothing's
It's kind
happening.
of Yeah, it's kind of
But
a cool way to just be like, bam, like I'm here,
Well, the
like
rationale too is that because there's other parts in the book where all that Fletcher's does is he touches the ground and it, and
right,
he'll lift
right.
it up or something like that. So there's two things like that, but I just think about that like because there were supposed to be elements in this whole thing, and I don't know why I never thought about that. I'm just looking at that now.
Yeah.
I'm like, Anyways, that's what's going to happen to you guys when you start working on these things. Things start coming up and ideas start coming up
Yeah.
later. And
Drive yourself crazy.
I wasn't even like I don't think it was like time. Well, no, it was sort of there was like a time thing with this because I was trying to get the
Yeah.
pages done as fast as I could, and
Yeah, and really trying to get it done in time for backers and
yeah,
for the convention coming up. Like that was like I was like, okay, if we can't make it in time, the original time was April, and I remember we finished everything in April, and then I think all of May was like like getting all of the so we got all the art done in April. Then all of May was like getting everything to how we needed it for the printer and doing all the end pages and drawing the backers in and all the stuff that goes into this, guys. Like you have no idea. This is like
which we should have just gave it to somebody from the beginning. It's just like
yeah, I think it probably
anyways.
would. Yeah, it probably would have saved us time. I just think I mean, we were just like we could do this, and it
I
was
was like,
just
I can do
like
this. I can knock this out in 2 days because I got everything already set up, and then nothing
right.
was. And then it took a week,
Yeah,
but yeah,
got Josiah. Hey, Josiah, he's in our band. He's the keyboardist. Looks great to me. Thanks, Josiah. I really appreciate it, and can't wait to get you your
looks
copy.
great to me. Yeah,
That's a song.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's just yeah, man, it's so cool. So here we go, guys. We're gonna open this up.
Finally, no, I'm just kidding. It's like, dude,
Dude, look at that. Holy crap.
oh
Oh
man,
my god. Like, okay, so we got this, and then we got this.
I know, right?
Yeah. So that's like we really upped our game with the design
Yeah,
I mean, we really did. Like I mean, with this one, it's our first book. It's like we're figuring things out. We're trying to make it as least complicated as possible and just be like, what matters is the book, like all the design stuff, like it's cool, but after you get used to making comics, I've found that it's a lot easier to think about those other things, after you get through that threshold. Like for people that are like working on their first book right now, like just make the book and like don't worry so much about all the flair and all that stuff. I mean, the first book doesn't have any of the gloss, any of that like extra stuff. That was all something that I thought, you know, hey, maybe for our next book, like we should do something like that.
Right.
And yeah, so but yeah, we opened this up, seasons, super cool. And what's awesome is if you go to the back, seasons. So the
Yeah.
end pages, we go from dark to light, which is really, really cool.
Man, pretty sweet.
Sy- Symbolic. I mean, it really is symbolic for the book because as you go through this, you see where Fletcher starts and where he ends up, and how, um, it's not in the same dark place that we see him in spring. All right.
Look at that. And these were all, see, all the textures and all the stuff that's on there. That's all original. Like I made these things. Like I made all this paper. I made
Wow.
all the burnt
Wow.
marks and stuff, and I scanned them and I manipulated them and stuff with
Oh
in
man,
Photoshop. So all
that's
this is
awesome.
original. The other stuff I would like look around the internet for like paper stuff, and then I just didn't real. I learned a lot from colorists and letterers and all these different people that like sort of no one really pays attention to them, but all
Yeah.
their ideas and the things that they create when they're coloring and when they're lettering and when they're doing all this stuff, I learned a lot from them. And like Matt, is it Matt Hollingsworth? He's a
Oh
colorist,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
so I the stuff that he does for coloring and textures and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, like I'm nowhere near that, but I did take a lot of cues from him, a lot of ideas from him, and to make my own stuff.
Sweet
So
man.
yeah, this is all really cool. Like it's really fun just like looking at that. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah. Let me see here. Got this is us guys. I mean, it's just Anthony and myself. Like
that's
we
it.
made this. That's it.
That
It's
is it.
incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah, dude, all the lettering, man. Dang. And there you go. There's that
Yeah.
dedication. There's the thank you page.
Dedication.
And
So yeah, we got our thank yous over here and the copyright and the um, first edition, June 2021 is when it was
yeah,
published. It's June
yeah.
2021. Shout out to all the people who helped make this happen and everyone that we think in there. Um, Turned out really good. And then, yeah, I love how this is like a lot clearer than the first book too. Like you can read it. It's a lot easier on the eyes and all that. And the dedication, if you're watching, Miklos, my brother, um, there you are. This book's for you. Cause I remember this, he's the only person that I really have read my stuff before like I, uh, you know, start working with artists or really start like editing and I'll finish it. I'll finish the first draft of like my scripts and then I'll be like, hey, read this because he's super critical. And when he finished this, like he loves spring, like he read that as a script, like he read all four issues like in script form and he
Mm,
loved it. And then I gave him summer and he was just like, oh my God, like this is better. Like this is like even better than your first book. And he always told me this was his favorite one. So that's why it's dedicated to him because um, it was a big encouragement, hearing that. But and I do think it's better. It's a better book. It's the best book that I've written that we've done together, and
yeah, I think
you'll
this
only get.
really does show. It's like, yeah. So I was like, I think that during the creation of this book, we were both went through a lot during this time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then like that's why like the book is dedicated to the Bears, and if there anyone listening, again, this book's to you guys, books to the whole community. It helped me through a lot, and all the people there, wherever you are, wherever city I was in, wherever you guys were. Yeah, it was really great, and so there you go, guys. The book is to you. So
yeah. That's
you are
right.
in there, and a lot of
We,
people. There are people that who have always been who have gotten in contact with me, who've helped me, and all that kind of stuff. But it's the bear
yeah,
community as a whole. But there's always those the other extra the bears that I was just either knew whatever when I was in LA and over the internet,
yeah,
whoever's reached out, whoever just interested in the comics and whatnot. have really helped out. But it's the it's those guys. But
Yeah,
also just
totally.
always remember the community too. It's like it's very important. And
Oh
so
yeah.
it's books to you guys. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Like, yeah, and Anthony thinks, you think a lot of them in your thank you. And
Yeah.
a lot of these names I recognize too. People that have watched us during our streams, people that we've befriended, and shows we've been on and things like that. And there were so many people that I was like, I want to thank all these people. And I finally was like, okay, I just need to make a line that says, everyone who let me promote seasons on the many shows and podcasts I've been on, because there was just like so many people. I remember I think I did like 30 or like 40 shows between
Mm.
October and December, like for 3 months. I was on like 10 to 15 different shows each month or something.
It was on zero.
You were on one with me.
Was I? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
remember?
what I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
So we
Yeah.
did it. We did it.
Yeah, we did do it.
Nicholas Mueller, books look amazing. Thanks, Nicholas.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it, dude. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, dude. Yeah, Nicholas, he's working on his own stuff. I have some of his comics. Demon Hunter Raven. So everyone check out Nicholas Mueller and his stuff, Demon Hunter Raven. It's a really passionate creator. So awesome. All right. Then we go to the forward. So yeah, as I mentioned at the top of the show when I was showing off Phobos, the art for the inside of Phobos by Evan Matthews, and he did the forward for Seasons Volume 2. I reached out to him quickly after we funded. I was like, man, I need to like. I knew I wanted another forward for the book because, again, to drive this home even more, like this is like 3 years in the making. 2.5. I mean, it's a few years in the making, and we've put so much time, so much effort into it. And when got into contact with Eben, who is the director of, co-founder of Macroverse, the comics app, the web comics app that I recommend everyone check out. Go download Macroverse. That app really breathed new life into Seasons, and I think really got me excited again about the series and about putting it on digital platforms because we gave it away for free for so long, and it was time to make a change, and it was time to give it this, to go, hey, like this is quality, and like we want people to come here and check it out on Macroverse and read it. And I'll read a little bit of this forward because like we can talk about how great our book is all the time, and people are like, well, yeah, it's your book. Of course, you're going to talk like really good about it. But this is from an objective point of view and someone who really believes in this series. And so he says in his foreword, first, the thing that attracted me to Seasons to begin with is the insanely great art. Anthony just simply kills it. In the shameless plug interview I did with him and his collaborator on my Mythmakers podcast, we talked about his influences and creative journey. And while I see some of the notes and flavors he mentions here, that he's absolutely moved beyond them to a place where he is fully in command of his craft. His work in Seasons Volume 1 Spring was excellent, but what he's doing here is at a whole next level. More than that, one of the joys in watching this progression is the relatively rare but absolutely wonderful opportunity to see an artist find their voice and express it fully in service of the story being told. Anthony, you're bringing the magic here. Thank you. I mean, that's just like, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what like words of praise, and like Anthony,
Yeah.
you deserve it, dude. I mean, this is a beautiful book. And like I say, like we always talk about like, how great it is and how awesome it is and like how much better it is in the first book, but other people see that too, I think. I mean, I think a lot of people look at what we're doing and they're like, this is, this is top-notch stuff. And I mean, I'm going to say it right here, like this is, Marvel DC quality, like the best of what like Marvel and DC could do when it
Way
comes
this is like
to
way better. This is
right.
way better.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I say like of the best Marvel comic that you can read, like this is up there. Like, and I don't, I don't feel bad saying that. I'm not apologetic about it because I
It
mean,
is
we put
way
a
better. It's okay. You can be a little arrogant. It's all right, man. You're taking a
right.
stand. You believe in it. This book is awesome. It looks
Yeah.
good. We're doing a good job. We're kicking Marvel and DC's ass. And I always kind of see a lot of Image comics too. Like, I mean, these guys, these creators, these colorists, they're like making their own stuff, and they're not really like kind of in and out of the book. It never really looks like that. They kind of hand it off and not really think much about it. But we take really
Yeah.
good care of these books. And even though I was really angry and stressed out, but I took my time, and like there was always moments that were like, I'm going to finish this. And I don't care how this is going to look, and then I would just take my time with it and really take care of this. I mean, I
Yeah.
selected every little thing to make sure, like to the font, for everything, even for like when we were showing the the ISBN number. What is that called?
Right. Right.
Whatever. I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out the font and make
ISBN.
sure that everything looks nice, looks sweet. It just everything has some sort of meaning behind it. So, book looks great. I like
Yeah.
it a lot. No, sorry, I don't like it a lot. I love
Yeah,
it.
man. No, you're good.
Inspires.
Like, um, so yeah, and then Evan goes on to say, this story, if you agree with most entertainment focused writing books or gurus or craft, and on this I do, much is focused on the idea that characters should drive plot. The wants, needs, and desires of your protagonist placed against those of your antagonist create the conflicts which drive the story and deliver the drama, action, romance, etc. We have to identify with the characters to be invested in their journey. Nandor clearly gets this. As the creator and writer of Seasons, he's invited us on a ride that does all of that, but delivers it in a different way than we expect. I love that. He's not afraid to put our main character through one set of torturous challenges, only to have him come through the other side into an even more complex set of obstacles. In his place, most of us would fail to rise to these challenges. And while we have a vague sense that Fletcher, our hero, question mark, will make it through, the ways he does are never what we'd expect. Nandor, you're weaving a tale full of personal meaning, and expressive, moving moments here. I feel them. Thank you. Thank you,
It's
Evan.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome because it's true. It's like you don't know, and that's pretty cool. It's like you don't know, is Fletcher the hero? It's
Right.
like you still
Right.
at this point, towards the end of this book, it's like towards the end of the book, it's like you still don't know, even though there's whether or not we're going to say it's a happy ending or not in the second book, but it's like you just still don't know. You still don't
Yeah.
know. It's still up in the air of
Right.
what could
Oh yeah.
happen.
I mean, this
You
is
know,
this is the middle of the story, like the meat of his 1 year, path. Like, you know, there's so much more development and so much more growth, for the character. But this is
right?
really like, this is the crux of like how he gets to that point. I mean, this book is so important for him and for him realizing certain things about himself and meeting others that help him along. And um, yeah, it's crazy. Like I said before, but this book is so different than Spring, but in the best way. It's not us doing the same thing over. It's us expanding upon
Right.
and going to the next level.
Yeah.
It's like it's not just us being like, oh yeah, he fights the shadow selves again, and he has to fight himself again, and he's still in the same city. It's like, no, like he's in a different city. He's meeting different people. He's alone at the start of it, and then he has to meet people that will help him out. See, my dad is tuning in. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah.
Congratulations, fellas. Great to see that summer is finally
Where's my
here.
dad? Just kidding.
Yeah, where's your dad, Anthony? That's when you're supposed to say, "Oh, he passed away."
Yeah.
Then I
He's dead.
apologize.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm sorry about your dad.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then you're like,
oh,
yeah,
it's like, well, maybe
there's
your
things
mom. And I'm
that
like, no, it's like she's dead too. And then I like, well, maybe an aunt. And then you go all annoyingly. You're like, why is she dead too?
yeah, right.
I'm like, no, I think I have a living aunt. You don't have a living
Yeah.
aunt, anyways.
Yeah. All right, guys. So this is this is really cool, and I actually wanna go back to the first book here with these chapter covers. But you see here, this is so issue 5 of the
Yeah.
season series, and we switched it up with this one. So with the first book, you'll see that the differences. Let's see here,
Yeah, I feel like you're having all the fun.
dude. I
It's
am.
like,
I
I'm
really
like, I just have,
am.
I'm just like, you're having all the
You're
fun
like
right
one of
now.
the fans like watching me talk about that.
Yeah. I can't help
Yeah.
but be like resentful right now
I
because you have a
know.
book and I don't.
But
I'm
like,
like, this isn't a like I was like, no, this is not a mistake. I want to do this stream. I want to do it now. And then now I'm like, I want a book. I want to look at it.
yeah, dude, you're gonna get one as soon as you yeah, like I'm
As
gonna
soon
send
as you
these out
shape
to
up,
you.
Anthony, as soon as you get rid of that piss poor attitude, it's like, yeah, you have like all the power right now.
I know I could
Not
just
ever
hold this.
send me one ever.
Yeah, I could just hold this back. I'll be
What are
like,
you gonna do?
oh
Drive
man,
7 hours? Yeah, what
I
are you
I,
gonna
s-
do?
I sold the last one. I'm
Right.
sorry. We can't get it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like with the chapter here, if you guys can see that, like so we had issue 1 and then the title, but instead what we did, and we still have like a panel, we still use the same idea of like using an important image from that issue and making that the chapter cover. So we did that, and then going back, man, it's so dude, I swear, it's just cool to be like, let me go back to summer. Like let's look at summer here.
Oh yeah, let's just
Um
open summer. Yeah.
yeah, let's just like yeah, like we've had this for a while. So but like so instead we have the number. I thought that was something that I was like, you know what, instead of writing it out, like we should just have a number. And then the font's bigger, it's a little different. The burning, you see the design of the burning there, burning the pages, and it opens up to an image. So we have Fletcher there. And it's called Where I've Been. And I swear, like that title is so fitting for like us, because it's like this is where
Yeah,
we've
dude.
been. Like where have you guys been? Like where has summer been?
Right.
You know? And
Right. And
I'm
then
like,
people open it up and they'll see. Yeah, that's great, dude. That
dude,
is
like,
really
and dude,
great.
what's so like I swear what's so crazy about this, and I know I'm freaking out right now, but like I wrote this years ago.
Right. It's like it's just again, it's like one of those things that where we'll take, we'll say that we, again, this is something written all this time ago, and then like,
Yeah.
and then Where I've Been, the title itself has so much meaning behind it that again, people will, attribute this sort of like as if we're sort of deep diving and always deep thinking about
Right.
these things always, and but we're not. It's just like it's just these things like
It's just a domino
occur
effect.
to
Like these
us.
things just like fall in place. You know, like
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah, the
It's
synchronicities,
insane.
the patterns, man. It's like everything about this book, everything about working on seasons, everything from the beginning till now. It's like even like the next arc is
Yeah.
insane and
Right.
has so much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to show that off too. Show off the little teaser we have
yeah.
next book.
But
But
that
yeah,
was
so we open it
so
up.
cool.
Page 1, guys.
I remember drawing this page. I think I was telling you about this. I was drawing this live on Jason's on a live stream with Jason.
Yeah.
I was inking this. I was hand inking it. This is all hand inked. This is all hand drawn. That whole thing.
Yeah.
That whole thing's hand drawn. And then I went on the computer and I added like screen tones and stuff. But
Uh-huh.
that's all inked. All that black you see, all that there,
Right.
all the line work, all that stuff added by me by hand. And so that's why this book, partly of it's why it took so long, is because of my detail. And I was at the time listening to Ethan Van Sciver, and I was just looking at his stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't do that much detail. But I wasn't, I didn't have the luxury of like the skill that
Hmm.
he had to produce, where he's just so fast with it, and
Right,
he has so
right.
much experience with it that he can do it really fast. And I was just taking my time with everything, and taking too long, and just drawing all this stuff. I didn't know. I sort of had to kind of look at. I always see Ethan draw, and he just like it's like a lot of it's from memory, and it looks like.
Yeah.
And me, I was just like, anyways, still learning and still doing all this stuff. But anyways, that was a part of why it took so long in the first place. But
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah. I
and
mean,
I had a full time job, and it wasn't I wasn't putting it like at the as a first priority too. So it's just I had a family, job, and then it was like then I had to do the comic. So
yeah. Right. Right. And yeah, and just to think how long ago this was. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we started this in like 2017 or no,
2016.
like well, I mean, when we started summer, it was like at the
Oh
end of
yeah, dude, that
at
was
the
like
end of
it was right after
2017 or
spring. We started
yeah,
working on
yeah.
it. It was 20. It was at the end of 2017. 2018 comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
2018.
the caption here, like I mean this story takes place from 2017 to 2018 and right here
Wow.
it's really cool cuz it's like the timeline we're working with here from a year 2017 and that's when I mean it's cool because it's almost like a time capsule of like this is what we were working on at the time and it feels like it's like when you're waiting for the next issue of like one of your favorite comics and like it doesn't come out till like a year or two later because of like uh either something's up with the artist or there's just been like delays and
Right.
I remember like there's been some issues in some series that I've absolutely loved and then like you get like the first 5 issues like come out monthly and then you're waiting for like the final issue like of the arc and they're like oh yeah we had to push it back and then it was like a year like I know Doomsday Clock did that um
Mm,
that was supposed to be 12 issues from like 1 year to the next 12 issues you get a book a month and then it turned into like a 3-year thing
right.
so it was crazy but I really like Doomsday Clock so here we go guys going into the book and we got color
What? Wow.
dude and it looks so good
Oh
guys
my.
like
Whoa.
yeah and we got this page.
Dang, man. Wow.
Dude, be proud of yourself, dude. Like this is
Whoa.
like I'm soaking this in, man. Like this all today I was just looking through the book. That's all I did today. Like I was at
I
work,
thought you had
but
to go to work today. No, I
I
didn't go
yeah,
to work.
no, no, I went to work, but I didn't do any work. No.
Yeah, right.
um
He's
I was
wow,
just
dude.
like, no, no, I did work, but I like any chance I got, I was looking at this and I was looking through it and I was just appreciating it and going I mean, I did leave work to go pick up the books because I was like, you know what? I've been waiting 3 years for this. Like, I deserve to go get these when they arrive and not, not
Yeah.
have to wait, all day to get them. So, it's just a part about being a creator where it's like, you gotta. This is a priority. Like for me, it's like this is it. This is what everyone's been waiting for. What over like 140 people, all our backers are like waiting for.
Right.
It's like
Dang,
important to
dude.
me to get this to people. And
Jeez,
like
look at that, man.
I
What?
know, and
Right
to
side by
everyone,
side like that? Wow.
yeah, to everyone who's like, you know, apologies for it being a little late. I know, like I said, it was supposed to be in April, and I totally apologize for that. It's one of those things where you you're hoping that's what it's going to end up as and what you want. But then we went through development hell with this book when it came to getting everything ready, and we wanted to make sure that this book came out like this is how we wanted it. And so, you know, I know everyone says like, yeah, it'll be worth the wait, but like, like I mean it. Like this is really really important. But
Wow.
yeah, totally worth the wait. But yeah, dude, it looks amazing. I mean, I can't
Wow.
even like. Here we go. Like
Dude, look at that. It almost looks like a 2-page spread. Like
it does. Yeah, yeah. Like
dang.
seeing it side by side.
Whoa.
Like we've never seen that.
Dude,
Like
that looks like a 2-page spread.
yeah.
Holy moly.
See, we got
Whoa.
looking good. Joanna, thanks, Joanna.
Dude.
Philip, fantastic, and congratulations. Thanks,
Thank
Philip.
you. Thanks.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, great, Joanna said. Totally. Nicholas, each page is like an illustration masterpiece. Whoa. Thank you,
Well, thank
Nicholas.
you.
Holy crap.
Well, thank you.
Man, thank you, dude. I can't
Wow,
wait to
man.
send. I'll be sending out. I've been holding out on the PDFs because I really wanted to make sure that we got the book right. And I wanted to make sure that the physical copy was everything it could be before I started sending this book out and being like, hey guys, you know, this is what you get. You know, I needed this to be right. And it is like it's freaking oh man, like I can't believe this is in front of me. I
Wow.
cannot believe it's in front of me
Dude.
right now. This is the first appearance of Heath right here.
Man. Look at
Yeah.
that. Holy moly.
Dude,
That
this
was
page.
I love that page. Like when he's just
Yeah.
like saving everybody. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
dude. Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
when I
this
was
is one of
really
those.
trying to work on the effects and stuff. I was working on a lot of stuff, trying to learn how
Yeah.
to, because I'd never, every single thing that you were throwing at me, I had never done it before. I had never drawn any of this stuff before.
Yeah.
And so I had to just come up with all these new inventive ways. And I see the comment that Philip is saying where he says, beautiful work to compliment what's sure to be great writing. And it was great writing. It was just writing that like inspired a lot of these visuals. So it's like
Yeah.
he would write something and I would sit there and just ruminate and just think it over for a while and just come up with his stuff. It just, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like,
making it up as I went along. And, but yeah.
thanks, Philip. Yeah, I mean it's crazy, man. Like
Holy moly, man. Look at that.
I'm speechless. Like
That looks like a 2-page spread.
wild.
We're gonna call
It
that's a
does.
2-page spread.
All right.
Dude.
Yeah, it just blends. Like it has what I think what really makes it work is because there's all the debris and all that blurring effects that you use for like all the debris. So it just makes it look like it's all one image.
All the lighting there, dude. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Holy moly.
And just like I swear, like the way you do textures and the way you show wind and movement and like looking at just like this like spiral like washy type of like detail, it's crazy. It's 3-dimensional. Like it's just crazy how well you did that. I was talking to someone about you today. I was talking with someone about you, and I was showing them the book because I was just showing it to anyone I could today. And I was like, they were looking at it and they were just like, man, this looks so cool. Like they were just like, oh my gosh. And I was like, like what's the worst thing about all this? Just to make the person feel even worse. I was like, Anthony's self-taught. And you could just tell the person was just like, I quit. Like I'm done, you know? So I was like, yeah, I know. Like just to add insult to injury here. But yeah, I was like, it's
all it is.
Yeah,
Though I
we
would have
go.
gone to Joe Kubert's school. I would have gone there.
Really?
I would have gone to that comic book school
I
if I knew it
I
existed.
used
I
to
didn't know it existed.
yeah,
I probably would have gone there.
I used to dream of actually going there too cuz yeah, I used to draw a lot when I was, really really young. And I would get comics, single issues and I would see ads for the Kubert school and I would go, "Oh man, I'd love to like go there." I think a lot of people would.
Dude,
If
look at that! Wow.
you see this like it kind of has a purplish hue like but that's the camera. Like this I mean it's really a lot more like black and white than what the camera's kind of showing off.
That
But
was a cool page to do too.
oh
Like the
yeah, and
way,
this was that one. Yeah, this was the one that we edited before we sent it off to the printer, and we were
yeah,
like, "Wait, okay, so we want white to black
right,
because of what's coming up here in the next
right,
couple pages."
right.
And yeah, this splash page. This is where we start introducing like his new abilities, Fletcher's new abilities for this book. So we got strength, and then
More
color came
color.
out great. Yeah, it's as if I'm heading into hell, and you see him just free falling there into red. Like, come on. Like, that's super. That's just like, yeah, like that's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it's.
it's the
Yeah,
line.
that's
It's every those panels, dude. It's just like see how like the
yeah,
panel you see the hole and then you see it kind of like go into the red there. It just was. I really liked that page a lot. I
yeah,
really really did making that page. It was just fun, simple. Like when you get those ones, yeah, it's just yeah. So again, I had no idea how to do this. I'm in a guy that's falling through ground. I'm like, how am I going to do this?
yeah,
And so I had no idea. But again, just like you adapt. And so like this next thing here, it was just like not
yeah.
enough
Like,
tearing. It was like not enough like it was just like I always look at this, I'm like, it's not enough like, oh, he's like falling apart and getting scraped up, you know?
I
But
don't know, dude. Like these panels here, like I mean, they show it off pretty well. Like
yeah.
this top panel,
Yeah.
with him like really scraping and trying to like, keep his weight up. It's so cool because a lot of people are like, wait, why is this happening? And it's like, so
Right.
he gets these new abilities and he's basically invulnerable and he falls through like a 30-story building and his momentum is just going like he falls through the earth and he's trying to hold himself up to get out of this because he's just like he's so invulnerable and strong right now. And um so that's why he's scraping like inside the ground. And so this was the page where if we go back, this is like a parallel to this page here because this is where Fletcher is falling into the ground, into the earth, and you see it go white to black and then black to white.
And then
So
yeah, the panels all reverse.
yeah, it's all reversed, and it looks like he's going down because we're going down, like the page is going down, but he's going up. And so when we flip it, he crashes through right here. And it makes you go, whoa, like you're like, it turns the world like upside down. Um, and it says, and it all unfolds around me, and like the earth is like opening up for him because he's getting to the sky. Getting to ground, or I guess yeah, getting to ground level.
Well, I
And then
just
he's
have to ask one question. Why didn't he go to China? Mm, are there
right,
implications here? Anyways, yeah.
yeah. So keep moving along here, and I don't know if we'll go through the whole book, but I just want to show this off to people and
Yeah, just
be like,
skip through.
yeah,
Like I do want to see these pages, so like, and I'll tell you to
yeah,
stop. It's like you can talk while you're doing it, and then we'll just
yeah. So
um
we're in issue 5 here. This is a flashback scene where we took panels
yeah.
from the first book and put them in
Oh,
there.
these
So
are
that's really cool.
some of my favorite panels and stuff because the one on the top there to the third panel,
Uh
and then
huh.
the fifth panel. Those two
Oh
panels
yeah,
were really cool.
yeah.
Um, But all those ones there when he's like looking at his clothes and he's like, and then he stands there. He's standing there
Right.
in the corner.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and this guy right here. This is a backer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I drew him in there.
Yeah, so he's right there. He's like he kind of has a side eye, like who's this? Who's this guy looking
Right.
all like crummy? Who's this homeless guy that's gonna rob me?
Yeah, and this was a
um,
cool. I was like again like when you are making conversation with two characters, nothing really like it's not all about action scenes and stuff, and so you have to
yeah,
make it interesting every time. And so like I like this was tricky. Again, it's like how do you make this fun to look at? And so just
yeah,
use different elements, different camera angles, blur effects. I just used all the scenery around it,
yeah.
extreme low angles and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah,
this too,
man,
dude, and I'm like, why? I'm like,
I
this could have
love
been a
this.
2-page spread too, like the trees coming up
Well,
behind the other one. But anyways, but
yeah, it's one of those things where like since we work page by page, like we don't not
right,
all the time we're not thinking like okay, so this page is going to be here and this page is going to be here,
right,
and it is crazy to see them side by side, man.
yeah.
Like I was jumping in the air, dude, when I was flipping through this morning. I was just like, oh my gosh, like yeah, right here. I mean,
Whew, whew. Dude, and that ends perfectly, like that page to that page, because then it
yeah,
cuts to time as time goes on, because
right. And this is a
from
page
the
turn right here. Yeah.
right, so from the top and then to the bottom there, to the top corner of the top left, and then you go all the way to the bottom
Yeah.
right. It's like it starts deteriorating the image to more
Right.
and more
Right.
to their shapes, to their basic shapes. Everything starts like evaporating and going to their basic shapes into like some like hallucinogenic look to it or something like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
but that's cool.
Yeah. This is something, we can get into all this really, really deep symbolic stuff when we get more into the book. Cause like I said, I'd really like to do a commentary series on book 1 and 2, and stuff. But this panel has always been really special to me. I've always loved this panel because when we were working on it, I knew I wanted it to be like going in an alleyway and you see like, light there. Like, and it's really that biblical idea of like the narrow way. And
Mm,
that's where that comes from. That idea of
mm,
like the way is narrow, like to where you need to go, to where you need to be. And this is Fletcher Hart Eames is stuck searching for an answer. Like that's what it is being said here on this
yeah,
panel. And there he goes through the narrow path, like it just kind of has that pilgrim's progress like idea and symbolism and things like that. And I really like, I mean, using that imagery, and some people might not like get it, but that was the reason for that panel and kind of that symbolism of like dark on both sides, but light through this one alley.
dude.
So really cool.
So I only got about 10 minutes.
All right, all right,
I
all
know I
right.
should have told you this a long time ago, but I've been like just floored with this book. So
Oh
I want
yeah, no, dude.
keep going through. There's so many things
Yeah.
to talk about with these pages. Oh my
So
god.
yeah, we're gonna come back, guys, and we're gonna do like I said, like a series on looking through like every issue, going through
Yeah.
it, talking
When I
about
get the
it.
book,
Yeah,
we'll do another
yeah,
one.
totally.
Um, wait,
Yeah,
keep going.
man.
I want to see the next one. Yeah.
Dude.
Oof. Oh, that page, man. We go back. I gotta look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Go back. Oh man, that bottom one with Heath on the bottom there.
yeah,
Oh man, that came out looking pretty sweet. He's just popping off the
yeah,
page there.
dude.
His eyes there in that
Yeah,
one. And then
yeah.
when he
His
like
eye. Yeah,
scoops up, like you see Fletcher running towards the wave.
right, right.
Yeah, that whole scene there. I could have drawn Fletcher a little bit better there, but anyways, but
Yeah, and I love. I remember when we were working on this page, like this the composition for it is like Fletcher on the right, Heath on the left, like as they're talking, and it just kind of has like this intense progression as we go from like boom boom, and then he's
Yeah,
yelling
dude.
like no, and
Yeah,
Fletcher's running like into the storm. Like, love that. And I
dude.
still love Heath is just standing there, like,
Yeah,
not because the storm is just going through him, and he's just standing there, and Fletcher's like, oh God, like all this water and all
right.
this wind and all this stuff, and he's just like, you heard her too, then, he's just like standing there like all serene and like nothing's going on. Yeah,
Into
we
this
got
whole
Judith
page.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that panel, still love that panel. Yeah, super good. Right. Then we got the wall of text. No,
Right.
but
Yeah.
really, I love how big
Going
this
on to
is
your
too, because
diatribe. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people will see this and go, "Oh, like that's so much." But when you read it, the reason why there's so much is because it just moves. Like, it's not a complicated like jargon or anything. It's just like him being vulnerable to Judith, and so you just see that vulnerability being like gushed out. And um I really didn't want to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because to me that would have been really annoying and kind of taking away from the moment, because you just want that one scene and him like laying it all out to her. And I think that would have ruined, doing it
Dude.
back and forth would have ruined the moment.
So cool.
And then we got the end of issue 5, and then we got the tree, we got the lightning striking the tree, and this
Yeah.
was really cool for
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, for everyone who has volume 1, you'll see that we have these chapter end pages, and in volume 1 it's white with the tree, but we went to black here, and I love the black. Like, I think it's just
Yeah, dude. It
better.
looks so much better.
And you
It
can,
looks,
and there's rain too. You guys can kind of barely see it, but there's rain, there's a storm. So each chapter
oh my God, dude.
end
So
page
good.
is symbolizing like that element that Fletcher like has just faced or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
All right, all right. Here we
Dude.
go. The magic page, the money page.
Yeah, yeah, we were like I remember we were discussing this page. It wasn't supposed to be like that. We were like,
Right. It wasn't. Yeah.
yeah, it was not supposed to be like that. And I was like, it was the way you wrote it. I don't remember what I said. I probably did say something like, "Oh, it's kind of boring, or it's kind of not popping, or it's kind of not
Right. Right.
really kind of showing anything. It's not showing." Um, yeah, it just was not a good first
Yeah.
page. You know what I mean?
It's like Fletcher. Yeah.
I
Like
don't remember.
Fletcher.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like he's talking about a man on fire and like these like elemental beings that Judith told him about. And yeah, it was like, why aren't we? I remember it dawned on me too, because I was like, why aren't we showing the characters?
right. Yeah,
Like why aren't we showing what he's talking about to like correlate it together? Um, I think, and it's a little teaser too at the same time. And I remember
right,
thinking like, this is an epic teaser page too. Like, we can show people like this is what's to come, and these like 3 elements here. We got water, fire and earth, and then we still have a mystery guy that we don't show. And that
right.
was really important, and we'll get to him later. But yeah,
Yeah, if
yeah,
anyone's
dude.
following me on Instagram, you'll see updates about all of like the beginning of issue 7, not the end of it
Mm.
or anything, but you'll see some elements there. But yeah,
Seven Night Samurai lettering looks like Hellboy / Dark Horse Comics. I think Richard Starkey. Ah,
oh
that's
wow.
that's my bro, my brother.
Yeah,
Thanks, dude.
yeah. I like the Hellboy ones, the Hellboy stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's now I'm like looking more and more into Hellboy. Mike Mignola. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah,
More and
yeah.
more into his older stuff too. That he did with like Larry Hama, with like Wolverine comics and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
have you ever read that stuff? The Larry Hama
I
stuff?
haven't I haven't read it. But anytime I see anytime I see Mike Miola like on a Marvel or DC book, like a superhero, I'm like, what is that? Like, when did that come out?
Yeah,
Like, because I'm like,
yeah,
he doesn't do that anymore.
yeah. Look up. You can look up Larry Hama Wolverine, and and it's just like you think of like what could be more of an epic book? Okay, Larry Hama,
Hmm.
who I don't know if he created, but he wrote like the beginning, like the stuff with GI Joe. Okay, and he's
Yeah.
just in Conan, Savage Sword of Conan, and all, he's just a very manly guy. Okay,
Yeah.
and just you think of Wolverine, written by Larry Hama, and
Yeah.
drawn by Mike Silvestri or Mark Silvestri.
Mark
And,
Silvestri. Yeah.
yeah, Mark Silvestri and Mike Mignola. It was just like it was like the first volume of Larry Hama
Dang.
Wolverine. You look that up, dude.
Yeah.
It's I think it's you can still get it, but you can't get it like brand new or something like that. But oh man, just thinking about all of them together, it's brilliant. It's so
Yeah,
good.
that's a
And I don't
power
even like
team,
X Men.
man.
I can't stand X
Right.
Men. It's like with even though I like Frank Miller's Daredevil, but I
Uh-huh.
think Daredevil is just a whiny, oh woe is me, always sad kind of guy. And then X
Yeah.
Men are like
Yeah.
that too. They're always like, I'm sad, I'm been persecuted, and whatever. It's just whiny. It's just all whiny comics. But Larry Hama did a really good Wolverine. So, anyways,
Yeah.
but
Gotcha.
yeah.
This is your favorite panel
Oh
at the end.
yeah, man. Woohoo! Dude, I use
Yeah.
that. I use that for like banners.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Like
Dude.
I don't even think about it. I'm not even like now. I'm like when I know this is going to be an epic panel, I'm going to make sure it's big enough for me to use it. And
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Oh my god, look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Wait. Go back to the sun one. The sun going down.
Yeah.
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 Look at that sun. Look at that.
That.
If anybody looking
Dude.
at this looking at that sun, you can see what I'm trying to do there. You know,
Yeah.
anybody. Anyways, um,
But yeah. Yeah,
everything's
man.
got foreshadow. Everything's got things like that. Oh,
Dude.
yeah, that just pops right there,
Yeah, man.
dude.
Saves Doc. Hey Joey, what's up, dude? That selective color on the right page though.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
go back. Wait, zoom into her a little bit. I want to see
Oh yeah.
the color and stuff. Yeah, get that glare out of there, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, it's my camera
that
light.
was yeah, that was because okay, so Nandor and I have this kind of back and forth about blondes and brunettes, and
Yeah.
when I draw characters, I like dark haired women, and so I don't like blondes. I don't care for blondes, but I mean they're really attractive, okay, but I just don't think blonde. I don't think like that at all. I always think brunette, dark haired. That's all I ever think. And so whenever I'm drawing a girl, it's always dark hair all the time.
Yeah.
But so I had to really work in the blonde into her hair, and it turned out really well. And yeah, that was another practice with the coloring too. So I had to
Yeah, dude.
how would her skin look like in the dark,
Yeah, you can see the
and then with
blonding.
that touch of the summer color, so the summer
Right. Right.
overlays and stuff. So that's what I did. And this was an amazing page because again, we had to experiment on how we were going to do music. How were we going to? I didn't want to do
Oh
just
yeah, that's right. That's
something
right.
something that was just
You
you
see the
know
notes there.
always used all over the place. But I thought it was so cool having the notes dance around, and I really liked that a lot. And that was
Yeah, it's
that page I thought was going to take just a short amount of time, but it took forever because I was doing all these backgrounds.
yeah, and you see more of the musical notes and stuff there.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got a comment here.
Wait, John Lover one. What is he saying? Can
I
I
have a
have a
request for
request for
you. Can
you?
you
Can
show
you
the
show the full design of the T-shirt you are wearing now with withstanding full screen? Remove the air phone of your. So he's like, as he's mentioning, it's this right here, the gravy shirt. I can't. Yeah, it's my
What
gravy
is
shirt.
that?
So it's something. Okay, so this means gravy. When something is gravy, it's something advantageous received as a benefit beyond what is expected. So when something is
Oh,
gravy,
okay.
right? So you're expecting like, oh, this is like great, like what you're learning right now. Like this is something that you probably never heard, but then you're getting something even more out of it. Like that was so unexpected. It'll blow
Yeah.
your mind. It's like this. That's gravy. Anyways,
Oh, I
somebody might
see.
have a better explanation about it, but
That's what this is,
but
right?
there's a lot of meaning behind this shirt. So
Yeah.
um,
This is
just
gravy.
like seasons,
Yeah, exactly.
John
Yeah,
Lover, you got a weird name, but yeah, but
this is
that's
still one of the best pages we
that
did.
was another thing. Because like, look, it's like Nandor. You have a lot of people talking a lot
Right.
in this issue, in this one issue too. It was like there was a lot of
Yeah,
back and forth, people just
it's really
talking,
this issue.
and
Yeah.
I had to again like invent, like I had to do something again where they were just so people are enjoying the images and they all have significance to it. It's like there they are talking, and then Heath is making a sandwich for him by
Yeah.
floating all the ingredients.
Yeah, you see all the ingredients up there.
And then I
It's
thought it'd
so
be so
cool.
cool to just sort of like have no panels. Well, and then I did a panel, but have Heath look like he's upside down. But it's like, but then you flip the page, and then you see
Yeah.
he's floating in the air, and it's him. Like there's a camera like on the
Right.
ceiling, like looking at him, like so
Right.
he's just
There he
floating
is.
around, talking and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Ah, so good.
John, he wanted
All
me to
right.
like promote this
I
shirt.
know it. It's like, did he do the design for that shirt? You know what I mean? He's
I don't
like,
know.
hey,
I
you
don't know if
wearing
he
my
did or
shirt?
not. Right.
So like
Oh man, this is
maybe
another.
we can end it here
Yeah. Okay.
when I turn this page, because this is the epitome of what a page turn is. So like Fletcher is looking for Heath, like where Heath is, because they're searching for the man on fire. And so he's looking at the map of all the different places they've been, and Heath's not home when Fletcher gets back. And then he sees like the last place that Heath was going to go. And I can actually put my finger right here, and it's like his finger, which is really
Ah,
cool.
'cause
Um,
I did that same thing. I was just like putting my finger up to it like this, and I was
yeah.
like drawing my finger like that. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, so he has his finger right there to where he is, and then boom, page turn.
Yeah.
And
Holy
we
moly.
see Heath just get
That was an epic
blasted.
page. That was an
The
epic page.
inexhaustible fire unleashes. And there we go.
Wow, dude.
So yeah, this is like about halfway through the book, and it just gets better. So I'll leave it at that, because I want people to be surprised and be excited, and there's so
Dude.
much more we could talk about. And it's just I feel very blessed. I feel really excited. This is something that, man, it's just taken a lot of work, and really turned out for the best. There's really nothing, like, I can't believe how good it turned out because of all the stuff we went through to get it made. So yeah, it's just incredible. And real quick, just so people know, got some backers here, and they're drawn in the book. And when we do our next campaign, if you ever want to be drawn in the book, you can be. So there's a lot of people that
Oh,
really
you want to
help
show a
support
teaser?
us.
You want to show the teaser?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe
Show the
we
teaser.
should. Fall. Right
Wow.
there. What's going on, guys? I'm not going to tell you. So yeah. So we did this with Summer too. I mean, yeah, we did it with Summer, but like we teased Summer in the first book. So we have another teaser for fall here, and yeah, it's coming. Fall is coming. I know why you smirked at that. Okay, so yeah, guys.
I don't know if we're laughing at the same thing.
I feel like we are because I think I
No,
know. I think I know where your mind is.
I wasn't being gross. I don't know what you were
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
I don't know what your
Okay.
mind is.
Yeah, right, right.
Let's see.
Page of him eating is my favorite among many so far.
Oh yeah,
Awesome,
that's what
awesome.
I always thought about. Like if so when you're my sister brought up a good point about good anime when it's drawn when it's like actually like good anime and it's animated well is
Yeah,
when they show food and they show it like they show the food in the anime and it's actually done well and it looks like you really want to eat that food. And then the other one
right.
was I heard when Quentin Tarantino talked about food in his movies. So whenever anybody's eating or something like that, I don't know if it was one specific scene in Inglorious Bastards when what's his name the actor what's his name
Which guy? Like
the
on the
not
Allied side?
the
The
yeah the hunter the jewel
Brad Pitt?
hunter. No,
Oh,
not Brad Pitt. No, Christoph Waltz. Um,
oh, gotcha,
when he
gotcha.
was sitting there eating that pie or something like that, and it just looked delicious. You know what I mean, like that kind
Oh,
of thing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm always thinking
right.
about I was thinking about the sandwich. I'm like, I want it to be a good sandwich looking thing, but
Yeah, yeah.
so maybe I didn't make it look that great. But I'm always
No,
thinking
dude.
about food now. I'm like, oh yeah, make the food look good, make the sandwich look good, make it like something that you wanted to eat.
Yeah, he says old school Vertigo vibes is what he's getting from it.
Mm,
So I'm he's read a lot of Hellblazer, so I'm guessing he's thinking that.
who's that?
My brother, yeah.
He's Seven Night Samurai.
Yeah.
Uh, what's up, man? I was
Yeah, no,
like,
he commented earlier. He was like,
oh, he
he's the
did
one who
he?
said, yeah, he's the one who said lettering looks like Hellboy.
Ah,
Yeah,
oh, got it. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, this is one of his favorite pages. So it'll probably make people hungry when they're reading the comic. They're like, oh man, that looks good. And they have to put down the comic and go get something to eat.
Yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it
But
looks
yeah, guys.
amazing.
So
Looks good.
yeah, man. Thank you everyone for joining. I really want to plug this real quick, which is just you can get seasons volumes 1 and 2 on Indiegogo right now. So if you want this and you want to support us, you can go on Indiegogo and purchase volumes 1 and 2 and get yourself a copy. I'm going to start sending these out really soon. These are my advanced copies. I'll be getting the rest in a few weeks, and I'm going to start fulfilling it, sending it out to everyone, everyone who backed on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and you guys will be able to read this really soon. Um, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. Everyone who's watching, when you read this book, please like tag Anthony and I. After you finish it, tell us what you think of it. Um, I know it's going to be a couple of weeks before people get it, but I just want to tell people that let us know what you think of it and tell us your favorite pages, your favorite scenes, all that stuff, because we put so much work into this and we want to hear what you guys think about it. And we didn't even show you half of the book. If you loved what you saw for that half, you're gonna love the way it ends up. So but this is like one of the best days ever. It's so exciting when you're a creator and you get the book when you finally get the book. So yeah, guys. But follow us, on social media. You know, follow Anthony on Twitch. He'll live stream on there. He does art there.
Oh, not right
Just,
now. I'm not doing much.
yeah. Well, your Pokemon was really cool. I was watching you do that. That was really cool. Your
Yeah, it
Pokemon.
came out and I sent it out. I'm finished with it, and I was gonna do like a whole thing with it, but then some work came up and some
Yeah.
exciting things. See, I'm just not a. I don't know. It's hard for me to be a streamer. I'm trying to. I'm like, there's just so much
Yeah.
work that I put a lot into my work, and I'm trying to blend it in with the streaming, and I
Yeah.
just can't get the I can't get it to just to do it. I don't know. It's just turning it on, Anthony. Just press record. But it's I don't know.
Just
It's
push,
just
yeah, just go live,
I
you
have
know?
such a weird work ethic. I don't know.
Yeah. I know.
I
No,
just
I get it. That's why I haven't done the writers room streams in a bit because um I get so in the zone and I just like I don't like it's almost a superstitious type of thing where I'm like
yeah,
I don't want to mess it up. You know,
right.
it's like
Exactly.
what I'm doing
That's
yeah,
yeah.
what I'm doing is working. I don't want to mess it up and I don't want to get distracted. Um it's hard. It's hard being a creator and trying to promote yourself.
That's right. Like
You
it's
know.
like what it's why writing live is either it could be like really good because it's you're talking about writing and you're trying to help people writing, or you can you're like borderline like is it going to be crap or is it going to be good? It's like because it's like
Yeah.
because writing
Yeah.
you got to be quiet
Exactly. Right.
and then drawing live is like I like to sit there and think and it stew and just to sit there and figure it out. And when you're sitting there for too long, waiting for the thought to come, and like I'll just draw anything sometimes, and unless I'm like really in the zone. But
Yeah. Yeah.
if I wasn't able to do the streaming, I don't know, like 10 years ago, I don't know how I'm going to do it now. I just don't have that personality, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but anyways.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
stream
been a
sometimes, but you can just
oh yeah.
follow me on Anthony DG Clark and on
Yeah. Still
Instagram,
follow
and
them. Yeah.
yeah, just do that.
We got one last comment from Joey, Save His Doc. Can't wait. Man, you two are amazing. Thanks, Joey. Really appreciate it, dude. Means a lot. Um, yeah, I'm worn out. I am so worn out. This has been a crazy day.
Dude,
And
I'm still like I'm still feel really resentful towards you.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Anyways, all right.
Yeah, everyone, go back seasons on Indiegogo. Subscribe to Foxhole Comics here on YouTube. Like this video, share it out. Follow us. A lot more to come for both of us, and excited to share it with everyone. And this is just the start. This is really exciting, and I can't believe it's here. But so yeah, guys, we'll catch you later, and everyone have a good night.